Welcome to the Dungeon Path How to Play. Step 1. Shuffle the boss, mini-boss, and path deck separately. Step 2. Each player takes a colored clip, a red clip, and chooses an adventurer. Then attach the colored clip to the adventurer card on the red 150. This is how to keep track of your gold. Step 3. Each player is dealt 5 path cards positioned as shown. Step 4. Each player is dealt 1 mini-boss card face down. Step 5. Place 1 boss card face down where each player can reach. A player has 1 main action per turn and infinite bonus actions. For the main action, a player can first, attack the boss if they have both of their dungeon paths completed. Second, attack their mini-boss if they have completed their first dungeon path. Third, fight a monster at the start of their path, if present. Fourth, go to town. Fifth, flip the farthest left card on their path. Bonus actions that have no limit per turn include playing a card from your hand, using your adventurer's bonus ability, flipping the farthest left card on your path will have one of 4 conclusions. 1. The flipped card is an item or weapon card. A player can only hold 5 cards at once and must be at 5 cards by the end of their turn. Only cards with a hand symbol can be held. 2. The flipped card is an obstacle. If you have a grappling hook or blasting powder in your hand, you can play one of them immediately to deal with the obstacle. Using a grappling hook will allow you to pass the obstacle, moving it downward on your path. Using a blasting powder will completely remove the obstacle from your path. 3. The flipped card is a monster. You can attack the monster immediately if able. If the monster can be vanquished, then take your gold and place the monster above the path, starting your first dungeon path. If the monster cannot be vanquished, then it is moved to the end of the path, and the path cards move to the left. 4. The card is an instant play card. When cards marked with an exclamation point appear on your path, their card text is executed immediately. Each time you go to town, you can make a maximum of 2 purchases, but can sell as many items as you want. Plus 25 damage cards as well as other specific cards are not available to be purchased under any circumstances. To make a purchase, take the path deck and select the wanted purchasable card. Reduce your gold by the purchase price. Make sure to shuffle the deck after finishing in town. Selling purchasable cards gives you half the original purchase price in gold. Items being sold that are not purchasable are worth 300 gold. While in town, you can buy purchasable cards from the discard pile for double their original purchasing price. Players can go into debt, that is to say, spend money they do not have for any reason. A player can be a maximum of negative 1,000 gold. However, you cannot defeat the boss if you are in debt. Your maximum holdable gold is 1,000. Any gain above will simply be lost. When battling, you calculate your damage by adding base damage plus all weapon damage being used plus proficiency bonus, plus monster mastery bonus, plus adventurer bonus abilities, if applicable. This seems complicated, but as you will soon see, it is easier than it sounds. In this example, we're attempting to defeat the Barefoot. The Barefoot's health points are in the top right corner of the card. The Barefoot is a creature monster type. The adventurer is Maza, and she has a base damage of 4. The player has the Thunderbolt card in their hand with a base damage of 15. The Thunderbolt card is a spell type, which matches Maza's proficiency. This grants the player an additional 5 damage. In this example, the player would have a total damage of 24, and the Barefoot would be defeated. For BD plus 5 PB plus 15 WD equals 24. Let's do a second example. Now, the player is trying to defeat their mini-boss, the Osmortis. The player also has the light crossbow card in their hand now. Now, the player's range proficiency also matches the light crossbow type. This means the player will be granted a total of 10 bonus damage for having both matching proficiencies. Also, the player's Aberrations monster mastery matches the Osmortis' monster type, granting 5 additional damage. In this example, the player would have a total damage of 49, and the Osmortis would not be defeated. 4 BD plus 10, PB plus 30, WD plus 5, MM equals 49. Players discover the path to their mini-boss by placing defeated path monsters above their path. Once 4 path monsters are defeated, your first mini-boss is revealed. Now that the first dungeon path is complete, you can fight your mini-boss. Mini-bosses are revealed one at a time as they are defeated. You must vanquish 4 mini-bosses to complete your second dungeon path. Once your second dungeon path is completed, the boss card can be revealed. The first player to defeat the boss wins the game. Now go out and save our Cantrix.